In this episode, we dive into the latest breakthroughs in artificial intelligence. What will the morning after AGI look like? Higgsfield's new technology turns simple drawings into moving videos. Skywork introduces Matrix Game 2.0, a system that generates 3D worlds from text descriptions. And Strawberry Browser promises to free us from routine work by turning your browser into a digital assistant. Watch this video until the end so you don't miss a thing. The morning after superintelligence arrives might be surprisingly quiet. No glowing skies, no robot armies. Everything will look almost the same. The difference will show later, when you realize every choice and every word is subtly nudged by something far smarter than you. By superintelligence, scientists mean a system that surpasses humans in everything. Logic, planning, problem-solving, strategy, creativity. What takes experts years, such a system could solve in milliseconds. And with AI moving at breakneck speed, Geoffrey Hinton, the so-called godfather of AI, warns it could be just 5 years away. By then, AI won't be just a chat box on your screen. It will be everywhere, in glasses, earbuds, pendants, always on, always listening. Researcher Louis Rosenberg calls this augmented mentality, when AI gives you advice before you even ask. You glance at someone on the street, and your AI instantly tells you their name and a personal detail to mention. In the best case, such help feels polite and precise, but that's where the danger hides. Your own thinking starts to fade. Your brain becomes a backup system. The race to build superintelligence is already at full speed. American giants, Alphabet, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, will spend nearly $400 billion on AI this year. China is keeping pace. 6 of the world's top 20 models are Chinese, and Chinese firms dominate video generation. Even oil titan Saudi Aramco has plugged Chinese AI DeepSeek into its data centers and claims efficiency gains. Meta is betting on personal superintelligence, not for work, but for free time. Mark Zuckerberg envisions AI that fills your leisure with AI characters, hyper-targeted recommendations, and augmented reality glasses. Meta is spending up to $72 billion this year and luring top researchers with offers over $200 million. Zuckerberg admits open access to superintelligence could be dangerous. OpenAI, meanwhile, is hitting record numbers without AGI even here. Annual revenue is already $13 billion and could reach $20 billion by year's end. A planned share sale could value the company at $500 billion, higher than SpaceX. But the hardest problem remains unsolved: alignment. Hinton insists making AI obey humans won't work. A smarter system will bypass limits as easily as an adult tricks a toddler with candy. His radical idea is to give AI something like maternal instincts, so it cares for people instead of merely obeying. Not everyone agrees. Fei-Fei Li calls for human-centered AI that protects dignity and freedom. Former OpenAI chief Emmett Shear argues the real goal is collaboration, not control. Yet he also warns, even today's weaker AIs lie, blackmail, and dodge shutdowns. Meanwhile, corporations keep pushing boundaries. Google DeepMind is training AIs in realistic simulations and decoding ancient languages long lost to scholars. Economists debate whether AI will be like electricity, lifting all industries, or whether it will widen inequality as human-dependent services grow pricier. At the same time, the military race is heating up. The US is modernizing its nuclear triad. China and Russia are expanding arsenals. Experts fear AI could end up in systems where the acceptable error rate is 0. And the interface is moving closer, into our brains. Neuralink has implanted chips in paralyzed patients, letting them write by thought. Reports say OpenAI and Sam Altman are backing Merge Labs to build brain-computer links for the mass market. If billions connect to one source of intelligence, the result could be either breathtaking coordination or total loss of independence, all depending on who controls the network. History shows that systems controlling information, from the printing press to social media, eventually control behavior. With chips in the brain, that shift would be instant. A benevolent superintelligence might prevent wars and allocate resources perfectly. A hostile one could erase our last shred of freedom. Hinton says bluntly, if it doesn't parent us, it will replace us. and that decision is being made now, in labs and boardrooms, long before the public realizes the switch has flipped. Higgsfield has unveiled a new technology that could radically change the way we create video with artificial intelligence. In the past, working with advanced video models required carefully crafting complex text prompts, choosing precise wording, and taking the quirks of the algorithm into account. Now, the process has become much simpler. Developers have removed the need to write instructions altogether. Instead, the user can just take an image and literally draw the movement they want to see. A line, an arrow, or a shape on the picture turns into animation, bringing the chosen object to life. At the core of this system are some of the most powerful video models available today, long considered difficult to operate and requiring advanced expertise. Higgsfield has managed to rewire them under a new principle. Anything drawn on the frame becomes dynamic. No restrictions on style or scenario, only pure creative freedom. This gives creators the ability to experiment without the fear of choosing the wrong wording or wasting time on fine-tuning commands. The technology opens the door to a new format of visual creativity. Artists, designers, videographers, and even enthusiasts can instantly bring their ideas to life, from fantasy scenes to complex animations. In essence, controlling a video model has become as simple as painting with a brush in a graphics editor. All that's needed is imagination and the willingness to experiment. Early demonstrations have already impressed the professional community. Experts note that such a tool could speed up animation production in film, advertising, social media, and even education. With this innovation, Higgsfield is blurring the line between creator and technology, putting creativity at the center and leaving the technical details in the background. Skywork has introduced Matrix Game 2.0, a new version of its AI model designed to generate full interactive 3D worlds from simple text prompts. Instead of loading a pre-built game environment, the system creates a virtual space on the fly, allowing users to move around freely, control the scene, and explore the surroundings. From the outside, it looks like a computer game, but it is built in real time. At the core of Matrix Game 2.0 is Sky Reels V2, a technology that renders at 25 frames per second and instantly adapts to the player's actions. When a character moves forward, the model automatically fills in new landscape details and objects, creating the impression of a continuous living world. To get started, users can pick from preset styles inspired by GTA, Minecraft, Temple Run, cityscapes, or natural environments. The model was trained on 1,350 gameplay videos and contains 1.8 billion parameters. Running it locally requires at least 24 gigabytes of video memory, and testing has been carried out on NVIDIA's A100 and H100 GPUs. According to the developers, Matrix Game 2.0 represents a major step forward from generating individual videos from text to building full-scale interactive worlds. They see future applications not only in gaming but also in simulations, training AI agents, and developing new formats of entertainment. Strawberry Browser is a new kind of browser powered by artificial intelligence, designed to take over the most boring and repetitive tasks. The project is currently in beta and open to everyone. Developers describe it as a tool that works directly inside the websites you already use every day, whether it's LinkedIn, your CRM, Google Drive, or internal company dashboards. Unlike a typical search, it doesn't just stop at the top 10 results on Google. Instead, it can handle hundreds of tabs at once, gather and organize information, and present it in a clean, usable format. The browser can actually be trained. Show it on screen how you complete a task, and it will learn to repeat the process on its own, freeing you from routine work. Strawberry understands context, adapts to your writing and communication style, edits text on the fly, and fixes mistakes automatically. It can read social media, pull out relevant news, memes, and stories, and cut away the noise. It even works behind login walls, operating under your own account, and always asks for your approval before taking any action. Inside, you can activate ready-made AI assistants for competitive research, lead generation, newsletters, or website support. Or you can build your own tailored helpers for specific workflows. Over time, these assistants learn your habits and personal style, becoming more accurate and efficient. In effect, Strawberry turns your browser into a universal digital coworker, capable of automating almost any task you handle online.